Both of you doing over here? Waiting for you? What have you been doing? I'm glad you're back. Simpoilers are on the lookout for you. In the 6th season, Sheldon intentionally hurts Mary to cover up for George's cheating on Brenda, bringing the long-running, simmering argument between the Cooper parents to a head. One of the most anticipated plot lines in young Sheldon for years has been Sheldon's story in The Big Bang Theory about catching his father having sexual contact with another one, despite the show's attempts to avoid it. However, Mary and George's marriage appears to be finally falling apart, as they got into unable to physically appear in The Big Bang Theory. The nerd-centric sitcom provided sufficient material to convey his character. Both Mary and Sheldon agree that he was a bad father who was lethargic and an alcoholic. All Coopers were harmed by The Big Bang Theory, but the family patriarch stood out because everything we knew about him at the time was fiction. Youthful Sheldon has been striving to work on the person's picture to the point that they will harm Mary to make sense of George and devotion. After months of anticipation, the next Cooper family member arrives in a launch party and as a complete person. When Mandy gives birth to their daughter, Mary and George, along with their potential lovers, meet at the hospital. Sheldon's parents get into a fight because they say that each other is cheating on him or her. When Mary discovers George and Brenda having a private moment, it all started. Pastor Rob, on the other hand, bursts in and immediately becomes a part of the conversation before she had a chance to even inquire about any additional details. Throughout the majority of Young Sheldon Season 6, Mary and George have maintained excellent relationships. Mary's separation from the church has made her more receptive, but it has also prevented her from developing a more intimate relationship with Rob. Young knows about their common interest. Because of this, George's reputation will suffer less damage as he continues his previously acknowledged adultery. Mary is blind to the fact that Rob clearly has feelings for her because she is so fixated on convincing herself that she doesn't. When Rob joins Mary at the hospital during Mandy's labor, Mary is unlikely to think that anything is wrong. As a result, it makes no sense for her to bring him with her. Even though George was the boyfriend of young Sheldon, Brenda was there for a reason. In point of fact, regardless of whether George and Brenda are having an affair, they both regret their actions. In contrast, Mary maintains her arrogance regarding her extramarital affections for young Sheldon, her former colleague. Despite the fact that it is abundantly clear that this is not the case, she professes that she and Rob are doing nothing. Rob has become extremely irritable in the interim. He knows exactly what he's doing when he invites Mary to lunch, despite his upbeat demeanor. He might even have taken on the temporary position at Medford High School to annoy George. Rob is not as dumb as he seems. He will undoubtedly seize the opportunity if Mary even hints that she might be interested in having an affair. Young Sheldon's most recent error may have given the sitcom more time to finish before George passed away too soon. Assuming that Mary also has a second marriage with Rob, George's reputation as a family man hasn't been completely destroyed. Even though they both had affairs, this does not automatically make him a villain and make Mary a victim. Instead, young Sheldon decides to counteract the criticism by demonstrating that both of his parents played a role in their marriage's breakdown.